Hey everybody and welcome tonight. My name is Fee Taylor and I'm very excited to be talking to you tonight about something that I'm very passionate about and an amazing product and an amazing program that we run. So we are from the Juice Plus company of Australia and New Zealand, and tonight we're going to share a little bit about firstly our products and where they come from and how they're made and how amazing they are. And we're going to tell you about our program called Healthy Living Revolution. And this is a corporate program that we run throughout the world. And very excited to be sharing not only about the program, but we've got some stories to share as well. So to get us started, I'm going to hand over to Candy. Candy's going to tell you a little bit about our amazing product range. Candy, I'm going to hand over to you.
Thanks, Fee. Welcome, guys, and I'm really delighted to be able to share what our product is and how it links in with our program. I think you're in for a treat. So a lot of people say, what is Juice Plus and why do I need it? Well, we all know that we aren't getting the recommended serves of fruit and veggies into our diet every single day. And let's face it, no one seems like they're thriving in their health anymore. No one seems to be jumping out of bed with loads of energy. And I think it's very much down to the fact that our bodies are just nutritionally depleted by all the busy lifestyle and the stresses that we have every day, from family to kids to work to not sleeping, whatever it might be. Our bodies just aren't fueled and nourished how they used to be. So the company, they are just the forgers of amazing things, looking at the future of health around families and people alike. And they come up with a product, obviously, called Juice Plus. And it was a very simple, convenient, and affordable way of flooding our bodies with over 30 plus different plants in our bodies every single day. So I'm going to just touch base firstly on our micronutrition. So if you think of a car, guys, our engine won't run unless it is well oiled. And micronutrition are all of our vitamins and minerals and enzymes and phytonutrients that our bodies and our cells need to thrive. So they created our premium product, which is fruits, veg, and berries, 30 different fruits and veggies that go into this blend, including things like your broccoli, your kale, your carrots, your beets, to your fruits like pineapple and peach and acerola cherries. And in your berries, you've got, your usual suspects like your blueberries, but also ones you've probably never had, like an elderberry or a bilberry. I know I hadn't. And the reason why they've chosen all of this produce is based on the color. We don't eat a rainbow anymore in our diets. We eat the usual suspects that we can put in our shopping trolley every day. But by eating an amazing rainbow, those colors represent high amounts of different minerals and vitamins that create that color in the food. So that's why, you look at that color and it's, it's beautiful and vibrant, just how we should feel from the inside out. It's not like your fruit and veg that you would eat from, your usual shopping. This produce is grown. It starts with amazing quality soils, no herbicides, no pesticides or fungicides. It's tested for yeast. It's tested for mold and bacteria, and there are a lot of issues out there around the gut health now, and this company gets it. We can eat really well, but maybe the produce just isn't that great, or maybe it's lacking because everything is picked so early, it's stored for so long, and it's gas to ripeness. Whereas Juice Plus, they pick their produce in the last 2 weeks of ripening, and that's exactly when nature normally attacks it. If you've ever had, a veggie garden at home or grown tomatoes or strawberries, especially those two, when you're just about to pick it because it's ripe, the bugs slam it and smash it, right? So that's what Juice Plus understand. Those last 2 weeks is where the plant just dumps all the nourishment into those berries or kale or whatever it is, and that's when they're basically put into a big blender. It's mulched up, so it's the seeds, it's the pith, it's the skin. We actually don't eat a lot of the parts of our fruits and veggies where it actually holds most of the nutrients. Look at an orange. in that skin is where it packs a punch with so many of the biflavonoids and you know, all of that. So we don't eat it, even when we're eating oranges. So they put everything in, they mulch it up like kind of a big mush, and then they dry it at a low temperature, no oxygen, so everything stays alive. It's done really quickly. And then the powder is encapsulated. It's all vegan. All of our products are vegan. So it makes it accessible for everyone on this planet to actually take without any issues. Especially pregnant mamas can take this. Children can take it. And, you know, that's why we say it's a company with a heart, because every adult who orders our fruits and veggies or our fruits, veg and berries get the chewies. So what the chewies is they've taken the powder and made it into a little gummy form. No flavors, no preservatives, no added sugars, none of that. All again from the plants. And it's for our little kids or our big kids who don't like to have capsules. And children from the age of 4 to 18 can actually get their product for free, not only for 4 months or a year, but up to 4 years. And that's a massive catalyst for change for the health of our children and not just us. So, you know, they understand it. Kids are, you know, their immune systems are better. They've got more energy. They're concentrating better at school. They're eating more fruits and veg and drinking more water and less of the crap that doesn't really fuel their little bodies very well. So that's our micronutrition. Now, we have an amazing system, our nervous system, right? And it needs good fats. It needs great omegas, and this is a vegan product. So we all understand we need to take maybe fish oil or krill oil. The company understands the fish don't have the omegas. It's their food source. So they've gone straight to the food source. They've gone to the algae. They've also taken it from seeds of tomato, pomegranate, seed buckthorn. I'm like, what is that? I've never eaten it, but I get it every day now. And then you've got your safflower, and seeds from the tomatoes. So, you know, and raspberries. So they cold press it. So we all understand cold pressing juices. So they understand that to keep the enzymes and the nourishment and nutrition alive, they cold press it, pop it into a capsule. It's sealed in low temperature so nothing is destroyed. And that is there really helping with the brain and the function of every nerve in your body. You know, we don't really tend to look after that enough. So, you know, people see a change in their brain fog. They see a change in their energy, their skin, their hair, their nails. It all, you know, we have no idea what it's going to do. So we know we're lacking in omegas. So again, we've just bridged a gap of what we need every day to what we're actually getting. Now, especially when we're going to talk about our program, this is, you know, this is having the family's health in check and completely insured every single day. Now, if you're looking at maybe the shred, these bad boys come into it. We know we're not eating enough meals. People are skipping breakfast, one of the most important meals. Or they're just, you know, they might be eating 1 or 2 meals a day. Now imagine trying to run your car on a half a tank of gas or fuel and trying to drive, you know, 1,000 kilometers. It's going to run out and it's going to break down. So these little magic superfood powders, you know, replacement, but it can be a great way of just pre or post workouts, or it could be, you know, that great afternoon. I use my chocolate when I get that 3 o'clock, like I need chocolate. I put this in some water and it just helps me get through to dinner. I'm not trying to eat the whole household when I get home before I'm going to eat a proper dinner. Or mornings, I'm up early, great for my breakfast. I know I'm nourished. It's got proteins. It's your macronutrition. So we all understand we need carbohydrates. That's the body's favorite fuel. We need proteins. And if you put it on a beautiful milk, whether it is, I go a nut milk or a plant-based milk, you've got the fats there as well. Add some chia seeds and it's just a perfect, delightful meal. And you're getting in other varieties of plants like, you know, I'm having pumpkin and mushroom and spirulina and yucca and pomegranate and all your sprouts, you know, broccoli sprouts and alfalfa sprouts and amazing proteins from plants. And it's a combination. It's from a low processed non-GMO soy. It's from a rice, a chickpea in a pea. So, you're really getting a whole variety of protein in there that the body can recognize. And that is the difference between, say, a multivitamin and Juice Plus. It is whole food. When you eat an apple, the body understands what it looks like and can actually utilize it. And Juice Plus haven't changed anything. They've put the whole plant in. They've just removed the water, a bit of the sugars and the salts, and encapsulate it or put it into a powder form. So when we take it, it's in our blood between 3 to 5 minutes. It's absorbed. It's going to work at that cellular level. It's not being urinated out in bright yellow wee. And you all know what I'm talking about. And the way that they've chosen each piece of fruit and veg to go in it, it's because each of them are chosen for their maximum nutrition, and also the way they all work together synergistically in the body for maximum uptake and for maximum effect. So hopefully that helps, understand that the produce, the products, it's got so much science that backs this product of what it says it does in the body. We already know fruits and veggies are great, but it's helping reduce inflammation. And inflammation is one of the biggest issues driving all of our chronic health issues out there. And it's reducing it significantly. Things from heart disease, acne and skin, dental issues, immune systems. It's protecting our DNA. It's just absolutely phenomenal, and it's just fruits and veggies. That's it. It's just in nature's form. God had sent it to us, and it's not rocket science. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an understanding and appreciation of the product that we use, because it really is just a catalyst for change for not only yourselves but for your families as well. Thanks, Pete. You're on mute.
Thanks, Candy. I've got it. Thanks, Candy. I love hearing you talking about our products. You're so passionate about it, and I am absolutely passionate about it too. I'm really, really excited now to tell you a little bit about our program. So I'm just going to shift the gears and talk a little bit about the program. So Candy talked about bridging the gap, and that's definitely what we do as a company. We bridge the gap between the lack of fruits and veg in the diet with the fruit, veg and berry blends, and then the new omegas, which is a great range. Another way that we needed to bridge the gap was that there was a whole range of people out there, vegetarians and vegans, who are not getting enough omegas because, as Candy mentioned, most people were getting it through fish oil or krill oil. And so now we've got this extra product. So what about the healthy living revolution, and what's it all about? Well, it's going to bridge a gap as well. The Healthy Living Revolution was developed in the US by our company in Memphis, and the program has really been spread throughout the world. We're really excited to share that with you. So it's very simple. I'm going to step you through it. So the first thing it's really about is shredding some unhealthy habits. And we're talking about the things that have maybe crept into our diet, in our daily lives, in our families' lives, and in our own lives, that we maybe should get rid of, maybe not serving our health. And so the first thing we start with Healthy Living Revolution is taking a look at 10 days where we can shred off our unhealthy habits. So things that we can get rid of, processed foods, sugars, salts, alcohol, caffeine, pasta, gluten, all these things that we've kind of become part of our diet, and we get you back to a whole food-based diet. And I promise you're not going to be hungry. So we also look at things like, are you drinking enough water? Like some really simple steps. Are you drinking enough water? Are we hydrated enough? Because most people really, really aren't. We look at doing food upgrades. So it's not so much, going without, it's how can we upgrade what we're already eating and change that up so that it's better serving our health. And it's not strictly vegetarian or vegan, but we are definitely promoting more whole foods. So the foods that come from the earth and the trees, and where good food grows. We also focus on movement, and so as we do, we tend to live a very sedentary lifestyle. And Candy and I are both personal trainers and work in the fitness industry, and we see this day in, day out. You know, we're at our desks, we drive to and from work, we're sitting on the couch. If we're watching our kids play sport, generally, unless we're reffing or umpiring or doing some kind of active role, we're sitting down watching them play sport. And basically what this is about is just doing more than you're doing now. It's not setting you up for running a marathon. It's just, let's try and get some more movement into our body. We talk about sleep. We talk about making sure that you're getting enough rest. Maybe winding down before bed. Maybe we're TV free for 30 minutes. So it's all these simple things that we throw in. And then, as I mentioned, the guidelines that we go through with the caffeine and the alcohol, taking them out for 10 days, allowing the body to naturally detoxify, increasing our water. We ask you to eat before 6 p.m. because what we're trying to do is give you a good 12 hours to allow your body to rest and digest. So 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. we are not eating, so it's a 12-hour. And you might have heard about intermittent fasting, and this is just another way of looking at that. But again, guys, you're not going without, okay? There's plenty of amazing food that we have within the program. You might add in our Juice Plus whole food complete powders that Candy talked about. For a shake, you might do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. You might do 2 a day. You might do 1 a day. Just whenever you can fit that in to whatever works for you. Some people need to leave early in the morning so they can take it with them. Some people feel like they've filled up during the day on salads and great food, and they're quite happy just with a shake for dinner over those 10-day periods. So we're boosting our body with the macronutrients. If you add in the capsules, then you're boosting the micronutrients as well. Now, the 10-day shred is totally family friendly. There's everything that's in there, you know, the kids can have. Candy mentioned breastfeeding women, pregnant women can have this. There is nothing in there that is contraindicated. There's no nasties. It's just real food. So that's the program. It's quite simple. We talk about making simple changes and one simple change at a time. And over those 10 days, we really focus on getting to good health. But again, it's a catalyst to sending us through into the rest of the month, or however long you want to continue to, you know, make sure that you're eating properly. So what I'd like to do is actually get a couple of people to tell you a little bit about their experience while they've been using both the 10-day shred and the Healthy Living Revolution program. So Matt, I'm going to hand over to you first to share a little bit about your experience on the Healthy Living Revolution shred.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Pete. Look, yeah, with the Shred 10, I've done the Shred 10 a few times, and probably been doing it now for over 6, maybe 8, 9 months. And I found that it's the thing I loved about it so much is it's just so easy to get it done and to do it. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. To do it over a 10-day period is really, really simple. And throughout the whole process, I just felt awesome. You don't really, over 10 days, you don't really miss, you know, if you don't mind having a drink, or you come home from work and it's like, oh, geez, I love a drink. You don't miss that over that time, you know. And if you do want to go out, if you want to have a party or something like that, you know, you can do a Shred 10 over. What I did was, you start on a Monday or a Tuesday, and it only takes out 1 weekend. You finish by the following sort of Wednesday, Thursday. So it's really cruisy and easy. I just found I was really light. Found really good after a few days. You know, as I said, I wasn't craving anything, so I just felt really light by doing it, and it actually changed some of my sometimes bad eating habits, and like I say, it's one simple change. So I think, you know, to be able to make a few simple changes during that time, to grab a shake in the morning on your way to work is really still now really easy. And that's a change that I've sort of made for the better, because I still know I'm getting everything that I should be getting into me. So that's really good. It gets you up, gets you motivated. I'm a bit of an exercise or running addict anyway, so for me that wasn't an issue. But you know, to run or to walk or to just get outside and do something over half an hour for 10 days, again, it's just so easy to do that sort of thing. So so yeah, for me, I just found the whole thing just super duper easy. It was just you know, something that I've done over and over a few times, and yeah, I've just found it great. One little thing I thought as well throughout the whole process, I gave up coffee, and that was about 6 months ago. I think I gave up coffee through doing the Shred 10. I gave it up for the 10 days, and then I found that by the time I got to the end of the 10 days, I wasn't missing it. So I've continued that. I probably have a coffee every now and then, and I you know, maybe once a fortnight or something like that, but I don't miss it. So I'm not getting the caffeine. I'm not getting, not putting, you know, milk, not using dairy or anything like that. So, and also to eat vegan every now and then, it was really easy as well. And you know, I make a lot of stuff now even, and cook a lot with just vegetables, tofu, you know, your beans and things like that. It's just super duper easy. Yeah, and I just found it really good for me and for health. So yeah, thanks, Pete.
That's great, Matt. And tell us this: were you ever hungry while you were doing it?
Not really. I mean, the whole concept of doing a shred or you know, doing your intermittent fasting is you're going to have periods of hunger. And any sort of diet, if you're trying to lose 10 kilos or 20 kilos, if you're not hungry, you're not doing it right. It's just as simple as that. So there's going to be times when you think, oh yeah, okay, it's probably, you know, I'm feeling a bit hungry, but if you're not doing that, you're not really testing yourself. And testing yourself over 10 days, it's nothing, you know. And so get up in the morning, and I just felt really good and fresh, and, you know, have a shake. You know, you're drinking lots of water, so that sort of helps as well. Particularly helps to flush the shit out of your body. So yeah, no, I didn't sit there going, oh shit, I'm hungry and I've got nothing to eat. It was just a breeze, a real breeze.
Yeah, great, thank you. Yeah, I feel the same, and being quite active as well, I don't ever feel that I'm hungry when I'm on the shed. It just yeah, there's always plenty of options there to eat. I'm going to shift it over, please. So thanks, Matt, for sharing. Julia, I'm going to take you off mute. Welcome. It's lovely to have you on our call. Thank you for jumping on tonight. So tell us a little bit about your Shred 10 experience and healthy living revolution.
Okay, thanks for having me tonight. So I started my first shred back in February, and so I've done every month, and I know the next official one's not till next Monday, but it's become such a thing in my household that my daughter came to me a few days ago and just said, Mum, I can't wait another week. Can we start shredding on this Monday? And we are. So today I've actually started my 10-day shred, which I think will turn into a 17-day shred because I'll just pick up with it next week and keep going. And that's pretty much everything I wanted to achieve. So I found out about the shred, looked into it, and I've got 4 kids, a husband, a very busy life. I've got 2 cafes on the Gold Coast, and over the last few years, our lifestyle and health had declined, and I was looking for something to bring that, you know, improve everyone's health, especially my daughters and mine and my husband's, and just something that we could all benefit from, so that, you know, it was just easy. And that's exactly what Shred 10's done. You know, even though we stop eating at 6 o'clock, there's nothing that I prepare through the day that everyone can't eat. I'm not doing separate meals. Anything left over for dinner, I can take the next day for lunches and things. It's easy. We wake up in the morning, you take your capsules, and you feel like you're invincible the minute you take those. You just know that you've got all the goodness for the day. The shakes are easy. You can just throw them in your handbag. They're always there if you need them. You know, they're just easy in the little single servings. And yeah, so look, you know, it's changed my life dramatically. And even when I'm not on the shred, I really don't change that much else. I just love it. I love how easy it is. I love how it makes me feel. And I was a person like a lot of us busy mums who started every day with 1 or 2 coffees, got to 3 o'clock in the afternoon and would probably grab a V drink as I walked around Woolies, just trying to get through the afternoon, and would finish night with a wine or 2 or 3 or 4. And after I did that 10-day shred, the first one, I felt so amazing at the end of it. I didn't want it to end. So I probably now, we're going, 3-4 months down the track, I probably might have 2 coffees a month now instead of 1 or 2 a day. And I really think about, what I'm going to do rather than just come home and have a couple of wines. I think about if there's a something special, a special occasion, and then I might have a few wines there. So it has changed everything, and I love it. And it's been very easy and enjoyable.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. It's been great to watch you go through your shred, and the fact that the whole family is involved as well. I absolutely love it. Julia told me that one of her kids is hooked on the chews, so he's hiding in the pantry and sneaking out the chews when she's not watching. So it really is very, very family friendly. So thank you, Julia, for sharing your experience on the shred too. So both Matt and Julia have alluded to the fact that it's a 10-day shred, and that there's one coming up. So we run a program in Australia and New Zealand, and the first Monday of the month is when we kick off on a 10-day shred. Every single month, we've got one rolling through. So in May, we've got one coming up that starts next week, but every month we have one on the first Monday of the month that will run for 10 days. Now, during that 10 days, if you are part of social media, we pop you into a Facebook support group where you will have recipes, and we share smoothie recipes. There's daily inspiration to kind of get you up and going. There's lots and lots of support, not just through the company and through the leaders who are running the program, but also with one another. I just love seeing everybody jump on and post up what they had for breakfast, or share some tips and hints, or it really is very much about connecting with each other, supporting with each other, and we really have created quite the community in the Healthy Living Revolution page. So guys, I'm just going to wrap it up there. I just want you to understand that, number one, we have an amazing product on offer. Number two, we've got a fantastic program that we run worldwide, and it's got some amazing recipes. It's all nutritionally supported, and then of course you've got the team behind you to support you along the journey. Some of our people that are doing the shred are using the shakes, some of them are using the capsules, some of them are using a combination of both. So there's no right or wrong, there's plenty of options available for however you want to roll through your shred. So if this is something that you've sparked your interest and you'd like to learn something more about it, please make sure that you contact us, talk to the person that invited you onto the call or has shared this link with you, because we are all here to support you. One simple change is our mission, and if we can help you make some simple changes in your day-to-day life to help you see a world of better living, that's a lifestyle choice, not a diet that you're just going to stick to for a few days, but something that you can actually stick to for the whole family to improve your health, then I think you found the right place. So we would love to talk to you. So thank you again for joining us, and thank you to all of our people for sharing this evening. Candy, Matt, and Julia, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And guys, thank you for jumping on and joining us on the call as well. Have a great night.